Okay. I hope you guys saw the title on Facebook. This one is about plants. This is what I want to do. I got a little assistant that's restless and needs something to do, so I'm gonna take advantage of that. So now I'm gonna get back up out of here. I'm gonna end this broadcast on StreamYard. And I hope they come back. I'm going to put a thumbs down on this one because I can't stream from the mobile. So now I'm back on my mobile devices. And I'm getting ready to go back in the kitchen. Okay. The ugly grunt. Okay, here I go. So what you sneaking from over there for? You was looking at what? I smell. You gonna have a chance to do that. I got some zucchini. We could buy some more and make some zucchini spaghetti. I turned them out to zucchini bread. They make just like the spaghetti. You think you like zucchini spaghetti? No, I think he likes zucchini bread because it's sweet.
No. I like banana bread.
I still got some more.
Can I get some?
Yes.
Can I get muffin actually?
Yeah, you can have a muffin.
And some bread?
Yeah. Okay, y'all. So now I'm back in the kitchen. This is where I want to be.
Why'd you take my muffin?
I didn't take your muffin.
Right there.
I want to do this video because y'all know these my day one though. My journey has a lot to getting around to it. And it's precisely because I haven't gotten around to it that I got a whole table full of plants and keeping me from using my table because I'm waiting to do this video. I have been leading a primarily plant-based life. Excuse me. This chair is so high. I'm so mad. I'd rather have a chair. No, I won't. I'd rather have a chair too tall than too short. Because I can't get out the ones that's too short. That would be embarrassing. Anyway.
Do you like the muffins?
Do I like them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like them.
Are they crunchy?
Yeah, that top is pretty crunchy.
Yes.
Okay, so y'all, I managed to salvage some mint before winter came along and took the most of these mint plants. And so this is growing pretty well. Rooted very well, but it's been sitting in the water too long. It needs to grow. And you know, when you can sit roots in the water too long and they get susceptible to root rot. You need me to cut that. So not only am I going to plant this one that I got from my yard, but I'm going to replant these that I got from Walmart. I decided to get some from Walmart because I want to make some more mango salsa. And these right here ain't quite grown big enough for me to be munching on. So I'm going to take the big leaves off of these. And as I've been saying, as long as I've been doing the plant thing, You can get these plants year round at Walmart and get started growing. Hey, Nurse Vaughn. Okay, I'm glad you're over here. Good, Nurse Vaughn. Anyway, ain't no shame in my game. You can grow your own food and you could be on food stamps. I could get this with my EBT card. This is one reason why I like to grow. Using my EBT card, buying these mint plants from Walmart, I was able to get a whole yard full of mint. So when the snow melts and the spring come back, believe me, I ain't gonna have to shop for no mint. And the only reason why I got behind and didn't have a whole bunch of mint from my yard growing is because I didn't get around to it. Winter came and snatched the life. That's the normal life of a plant. When winter comes, it goes dormant. So I didn't get enough mint to serve my eating purpose through the winter. But that's what I'm trying to do with these new plants. So I got 3 new plants. 3 new. See, look, this one already got 2 extra runners coming off of it just since it's been here. I've been eating all the leaves out of this one in the middle. But this little container it needs to come out of because mint grows quite rapidly like a weed when you get enough of it. And one of the methods of growing that I've been using is these pop bottle planters, as demonstrated by this basil that's been growing beautifully in my windowsill. So this is not a channel that's growing all about growing outdoors. It's just as much about growing indoors, because our growing season is over as far as outside goes, but my desire for mango salsa is not over. I still have a taste for it through the winter, and therefore I gotta have my mint to go with it. So my helper is gonna help me show you guys. I feel like I can't show you this one too many times because new people join that have never met me, and I want to introduce the world to this side of myself. And I've been wanting to show this pop bottle planter on previous videos, but I keep getting distracted, sidetracked, and not getting around to it. So here we go. Come on, helper. Don't embarrass me. I asked you to come in here to help. Okay. We're going to take this thing, turn the fire on, and heat it up. And we're going to cut a pop bottle in half. This is one I already rinsed out, cleaned out, and take a Sharpie. I can eyeball it now. Pretty much half is where this label line is. And draw a line just to give your eye a guide when you cut. But it don't have to be perfect. It don't have to be a perfect cut. Okay? Now, when I cut it, I'm going to cut it. You can use a razor blade, a knife, or anything. And just cut the bottle in half. Huh? What am I using?
No, it's... Never mind, go ahead.
Okay, now my helper is going to help me put holes in it once the once the rod we heats up.
What if we have my cousin?
Okay, we don't need the cap for it, so take the cap off, chuck it, and one end is gonna sit inside the other end like that.
You missed.
Like so. I missed the garbage can for the cap. Would you put it in? Okay, so I got 3 plants I'm going to transfer today. And look at my oregano. My oregano now. See, I didn't make the same mistake with my oregano. I had an abundance of that. So I got 3 oregano plants started for indoors. But the problem I'm having with my indoor plants is the gnats. And we want to keep the gnats down. The problem is, as long as you keep bringing in new fruits and vegetables, you're going to keep bringing in the gnats. So I brought in some bananas and picked up a couple of more gnats. So I keep them down with this peroxide mixture. And it's 1 part peroxide with 3 parts water. So I brought the oregano in here to keep them down on the surface, because gnats like to put their new babies in the moist soil at the top. So I keep them sprayed with the peroxide, and that has absolutely been effective in keeping them down. You can't avoid them, because it's just a fact of life. They live on plants, in plants, and so you're going to bring them home when you bring plant food. One thing I'm going to change, though, for my oregano is that I'm going to put more gnat nicks. Let's see, I just put a thin layer, and I think I need to use more. I didn't want to use more when they were so small, really too small to be fooling with, that I was more wanting them to grow. Now they got a good size on them. And I'm going to add more gnat mix to them. And this is the gnat mix. And what it basically is glass. They have recycled glass, and it's a form of gnat control, as you can see. Fungus gnat control. So I'm going to use more of it in these cups now that my oregano plants have gotten bigger. Because the gnats don't dig deep. They like putting their babies, laying their eggs on the surface. So if that's moist, they can get populated again. So now I'm getting rid of their desire to hang out in my plants. So I put more than that nicks in my oregano. Now I'm going to ask my helper. See, now that the gnat nicks has gotten bigger, I don't have to worry about when I water it. Now I don't have to worry about when I water it that they'll still make their babies on the top. Now I can water it all I want to, because they only, with the gnat nicks dries up real fast, so they can't lay eggs in that. And the plants are still able to grow with the gnat nicks on top. In fact, some people actually use the gnat nicks for their whole growing medium. So anyway, I wanted to talk about that as far as other plants. So helper, I need your help. would you please put these oreganos back in the greenhouse on the back porch? Thank you, sir. All right. Back to my mints. So here go two of my, oh well, here go one more oregano, which I gotta do the same thing. I'm gonna add more nat nicks to it. See, some of us don't just talk about Tommy Sotomayor, or some of us actually have other stuff we'd rather be talking about. So here's another one, and now I can water this without worrying about those pesky gnats making eggs at the top. Here, helper, I need you to get this one too. Now the rod heating up on the stove should be hot enough. Helper, can you please come? Move a little quicker. Thank you. All right, now we're gonna make new homes for my mint. This needs to come out of the container. This needs to come out of the glass. Now, this was in the glass because I snipped a really young runner that had plenty of green left to it. It wasn't stiff like wood, and so it rooted. It rooted. Can you see that? Rooted. But now it needs to be potted because roots can be waterlogged. Some roots can be root rot, be susceptible to root rot. Hey, Carlos. Hey, Joe. Hey, Joe. Hey, Edward. Hey, Brian. I hope y'all are. Hey, Anita. How you doing? Hey, Kato Davis. Y'all comments is just not showing up. Hey, Dickens. Who else? Scooter Skate. Hey, Tishon. Hey, Black Caesar. Hey, Boniface. Boniface. Anyway, I hope y'all watch the title. This one is about plants. All right, now getting ready to go over here to the stove. And I hope this is hot enough. He didn't really put it on the fire. Okay. And now I'm just gonna poke holes in the pop bottle. And ain't no rocket science to it. You just want to put a few holes in it, about 6, in order for the plant to have air.
Man, I got a question.
Yeah.
So if you say so the plants gotta have air, it's just going back into this, and this is sealed.
It's not sealed. Air gets in there. Air gets through cracks and crevices.
So it goes through this, and then it goes through that, or it goes through here, or it goes in.
It goes through the sides.
What sides?
The sides.
I thought you was gonna take those.
No, we ain't taking those. Okay, now I want you to hand me my dishcloth, and I'm going to show people how we get the wicks for these pop bottle planters. Okay, all right, it's right there.
Where?
It's right there, because you know your eyes ain't going to see it long as you get camera time. You need some camera time.
This?
Yeah, that. Yeah.
You was pointing up there, so
No, I wasn't pointing up there. You got it right. Okay, these I get from Dollar Tree. And I like them because they already cut in squares. And so I just use the already cut squares to give me a guide to how big to cut the strips. Oh, this knife is kind of dull. I mean, these scissors, because I've been cutting food with it. So here I am, I'm cutting a strip. And it only needs to be about 2 inches, approximately, long enough so that the wick will hit the bottom of the pop bottle planter. So that's enough, long enough. Now you put that wick in through the nose of the pop bottle like that. And it's gonna go in the bottom like that. Then the next step is to fill the bottom with water. And you don't have to fill it all the way up. Just enough so that the wick at the top will reach the bottom. Will reach it. So it don't have to fill up the bottom with water. Just about 1 inch or so. Now the top, you add the soil. You add the soil on the top part. In this case, I got potty mix. Use the last of it. Okay. And since I'm not filling it to the top because we transplanting this plant. So this new plant that I got from Walmart, I'm getting ready to transplant into the pop bottle planter. I'm gonna tilt the camera down so you can see me do it. So you see me turning it over and squeezing the sides, and it should maintain its shape. And there you go, with healthy roots. And put it in. And then I'm going to fill up the rest of the sides with more potting mix. Thought I had a bag in here. Helper, I want you to go and get a bag like this out the back porch for me, please. Actually, never mind. Come in here. I got some in a pot right here. Right there. Yeah. Okay, as soon as we get through with this demonstration, we're going to be headed to Dollar Tree because I want to do another video with the aloe vera plant. My aloe plants are growing well, but my largest one didn't do too good as far as the pot I chose for it. So I'm going to be transplanting my aloe plant. Here's my aloe here that I'm abusing. It needs to be planted too. But it's something that I want to make out the aloe. And I need to go to Dollar Tree to get a couple of more of the things I need. Okay, now I'm filling up the rest of this pop bottle planter with more potty mix. And y'all gonna be able to see this grow. And let me fill this up with some more water. Okay, now I'm going to give this a good watering from the top. But I'm not going to need to water this again for a good week or so or more. Or even longer, because it's a self-watering system. And so it'll be, this plant is very capable, the root system is very capable of continuing to grow down deep and reach for that water that's in the bottom. So this is sort of a passive hydroponics, you know. When you hear that word hydroponics, you know, the people that do it, they get fancy. And a lot of people like to appear smarter than they are. So you can see a lot of planters that they kind of complicate growing and make the new grower intimidated. So now that I have given the mint a good watering on the top, I'm also going to add a layer of nat mix. Because like I said, I told y'all that was problematic in my hood. Problematic. So I'm gonna put a layer of that on top of this new soil that I just put in. And now I just gave this mint plant a new home, and it can grow in this planter for months. Okay. Now that's what I'm gonna do for the rest of these plants. Create pop out planters and watch them grow. So that's the end of this video, and I'm glad you guys joined me. Peace and love till I see you again in the next video.